That's right.
They don't care who you voted for.
Right.
And so as part of my writings, I had learned that last year in the Alabama legislature, a bill had been brought up that would make prostate cancer screenings free to men over 50, high risk category, and African American men. 1 in 8 men in America will get prostate cancer. Think about that. Next time you were with your buddies, do the math.
Yeah.
1 in 8. African Americans, it's 1 in 6.
Jeez.
So you're talking about the basketball team and a couple of reserves.
Right. I mean, right.
1 in 6 of us is going to get prostate cancer. So what do we need to do? We need to get tested so we can detect it early. We're also more likely to die from it because we don't detect it early. Yeah. And so as I wrote and I found out about this bill, I was like, well, why didn't it go through? It's one of those bills that died at the end of the session. It just didn't get a vote. It passed the Senate 36-0, but in the House it died. What I think happened, and no one specifically said, this was the first year of the Trump administration and second administration, and of course he was already killing DEI, killing all the health research that may have focused on health disparities, anything black. He was trying to white it out, right? And so I think they got some cold feet because of that provision that said it was also for black men. So I think they just let it die. So this was after the session. I reached out to Jeremy Gray on the House side, who was one of the sponsors, and reached out to Senator, because I got everybody's number. Right? Or I thought, I can get it. So I just said, hey, what happened to this bill? And what happened? And shared my story. And I said, it'd be great if y'all drop this early in the next session and get it passed. So I wrote about that. And they did. It was like the first or second bill that was dropped in the Senate, and it passed through the Senate again. Took some time to get through the House. But again, the way God works, the same time, a bill was dropped by a female member of the House, a breast cancer bill, to make breast cancer screenings free, certain screenings, because that's what she had gone through. So these were two identical bills. They literally were the identical bills, except one said prostate cancer, one said breast cancer. So one of their own was standing up and advocating for this. And then this is important too. Blue Cross Blue Shield was behind it. They supported it. You can't do anything
Come on now.
in this state without Alabama Power and Blue Cross Blue
That's
Shield
exactly
supporting it. And I remember the representative from Blue Cross and Blue Shield coming up to me and saying, yeah, this is great. Thank you for pushing them. So I showed up on the day that it was finally going to be voted on. You have to get on the calendar. Let's go through committees and all the things that a bill has to do, and it was going to be voted on. So I'm there. And of course, I know a number of legislators, and I started to get these text messages. Said, do you know what's going on? I said, what are you talking about? He said, there's an effort to try to name this bill after you. I'm like, excuse me? I mean, that's like, part of me didn't want it. Because as a journalist, we cover the news. We don't want to become the news. And I had to think about, wait, what am I going to be able to cover something if all of a sudden my name's
That's a good
on
point.
the bill, if it's going to compromise, blah, blah, blah. And I had a friend and somebody say, look, it's an honor. Just get on the train and ride it. I said, okay. God and I had a conversation. She said, listen, let me do my thing. And so I happened to be there that day. The bill passes, and in order to be in the chamber, you have to have a certain attire. You have to have a tie. So I had